Let's start with the moonology today. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings and other things, and talk about other things as well. And have a community. Sorry, I thought one of the dogs was trying to get in. So yes, hello. Welcome. I'll wait till you enter the chat. Wait till you enter the chat a little bit. Wait till you enter the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Is it still morning? It's still kind of morning. So, yeah. I am going to start with the moonology because today is the new moon in Aquarius. It was completely new, I think around 4:29 a.m. Eastern time. So now it is waxing currently, but it is the new moon. We are still in this new moon energy. I'm gonna get right into it. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit about the new moon. I'm gonna read some things about it. So let's just get right into it. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to declare a message here for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see here. What is the energy for today, particularly during this new moon energy? I will also do a new moon reading. First card that came out is Spirit, we're right in alignment. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Wow. Can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you. New moon eclipse, new moon, new energy, renewal, new beginnings. But what is eclipse? Eclipse, the newness, eclipse something out of your life. So even though something is starting new, eclipse takes something out. Interesting. The bottom of the deck, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Let's take a look at this. I've never looked at this in here. So let's see. New moon eclipse, a new beginning, but old things are leaving. Okay. Passing away, leaving. I wonder where that's going to be. All right. New moon, new start. May not be able to find it. Let's see here. New moon eclipse, page 94. There we go. If you want affirmation that you can, achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. Okay. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you were at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. So that is beautiful. Hello, everyone. Hello. 7:23 for me in Hawaii. PM or AM? Voila. All right. So let's take a look. I'm not sure. No, I have a friend who lives in Hawaii, but I'm not sure. All right. So let's take a look. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. We have the Seven of Swords that came on top of the Queen of Cups. They came out together. We have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Cups. So Aries, okay, this looks about love and relationships. I'm seeing the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Love, relationships, whether these relationships are spiritual, romantic, platonic, family. The Seven of Swords here talks about deception, dishonesty, hiding secrets, theft. But when I see the Queen of Cups here, connect to it. It could be a person, but I feel like this is more of energy for you, Aries. There's something here where it's time for you to be completely open and honest with yourself, emotionally honest about your feelings for something or someone, okay? Or even for self. This could be a situation where you've been dimming your own light, okay? Lying to yourself about your capabilities or even your worth, when the Queen of Cups comes to mean self-love, self-worth, compassion, intuition. So if you're being dishonest with yourself about what you can do, have, or your self-worth, you're going to limit yourself from what you can be. All right. So the Two of Wands talks about taking action and choosing to leave something behind. That something can be an idea, a person, a place, a situation. And then now you're moving towards the thing that is more in alignment with your soul purpose or what you truly desire. And it's showing me here that it's going to lead you to a Two of Cups, a sort of a relationship. Now, has to do, Two of Cups can be in a relationship, obviously, with someone else. It could be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be a better relationship with your family. It could be a relationship with self, but usually the Two of Cups points to friendships or love in some way. Okay. So you could expect powerful changes in relationship dynamics and how things are done or handled, because it's Aquarius. It could represent eccentric behavior. Look at that. The Seven of Swords is dishonesty. You can discover that something or someone wasn't truthful, right? And when I say eclipse means eclipsing something out. So you're realizing and you're seeing the truth of a situation of maybe somebody that you loved, okay? And it could be anybody in your life. Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. And when I see the Queen of Cups, this still talks about your own self-love. So when I see this, Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, this looks like there was deception, there was lying, there's mistruth. Five of Wands, there's anger, there was competition, there was drama. But then the Eight of Cups says now it's resolved in the sense of I'm leaving this behind. This is not good for me anymore. Queen of Cups, self-love, choosing oneself, could leave one situation and move to something better. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because eclipse means to eclipse something out. So either this is a way of thinking about yourself in relationships or an actual person that you were dealing with that may have been dishonest and you're choosing yourself, Queen of Cups. You're choosing yourself, you're choosing to walk away, and you're going to find something better. Two of Cups. This could be in relationship to a job or family situation as well. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. Two of Wands again. So yeah, it's definitely making a decision here about a relationship. This may come up, even the Two of Cups is up here again. This may come up now or this may come up later. This could be dealing with unresolved issues from a relationship, choosing if you're going to continue with someone, marry someone, or if you're going to choose to listen to the lessons that you've learned, raising your consciousness and your vibration in order to be happy with yourself. I just like to read energy. I don't want to stick to storylines because it could be a lot of different things, but let's just say this was a love situation. It's definitely giving someone has to let someone go because of the dishonesty, and it may dishonesty from them, but also being dishonest with yourself, like lying to yourself that you could put up with something or you could be in something, or maybe something was your fault and it wasn't your fault, and things like that. Now, obviously the Hierophant is here too. This could represent institutions, marriages, businesses, jobs, things like that. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. It was a heavy one for me today, especially, and I didn't realize until this morning that it was the eclipse, but not because of what you think, right? Predictions and doing tarot is very rewarding, right? When you're helping people, you're getting them on the right path, and then they listen and things like that. But every once in a while, I have those predictions that come true. And it's kind of gut wrenching. You know, you almost wish that it wasn't true, it wasn't real. And I had that. And what is a very special client who started out as a client, but then became a friend. And if you're out there listening, she tunes in sometimes. I'm sending her love. And I'd ask you to send love as well her way. She lost someone last night. And it, astrology is very powerful, especially when you're seeing the moon phases and stuff like that. You can kind of pinpoint sometimes when these things are going to happen, but it was a prediction that I had given her months ago. And sometimes when you see these things come manifest, it's not so much about getting, it's more so about, my dogs are doing things. It's more so about kind of helping after the prediction has come to pass, helping people, and come to terms with certain things of like, could I have changed this? Could I have done something different to prevent this? Could I have, and this is the thing, we have free will. We all have free will, but I believe sometimes when I can see something happening months in advance, then that's how I determine the definition from free will and fate. If I could see something like that and pick up on that energy months in advance, then I feel that it is fated. It's something that is coming that is fated. And if it is fated, it is something that was meant to happen to us in this lifetime in order to learn a lesson and to transcend and heal. It's not a punishment. It's never punishment. Okay. We're never being punished. We're never being punished. We're only here to learn and to grow and to expand. So don't listen to those fear-mongering things about punishment. But there's also a reason why I want to kind of take a step back. I've been saying this from personal readings and more so teach. It's not that I don't want to help through personal readings, but I feel like I can help more through teaching, how people can read and determine. Now, I started before with doing teaching the tarot cards, and it's only got to one because I've been so drained emotionally, so drained. And I'm never going to be able to focus completely on teaching if I'm tapping into people's energies. I'm just not. It's not, because it's draining, and there's nothing against to her or anything like that. She's my friend. I'll probably continue to see her through this situation. But when you do have to deal with stuff like that, and I'll, keep my regular clients and things like that, when you do have to take on energies like that, it's harder doing. This is why some tarot readers don't do personal readings. It is harder doing personal readings than just doing a collective reading, because I'm tapping into that space, that energy, what you're feeling, especially when you're an empath. I feel what you feel. I grieve. I was very heavy and heartbroken last night for my client because I feel that. You understand? But I feel like it could be so much more expansive for the people who just want to learn, right? And so they can help themselves. Because I'm a firm believer that we are all intuitive, we're all psychic, we're all telepathic. Which is why, when you come into this world, you still hear a lot of stories of babies being able to communicate to the other side and see to the other side. We're all able to do that very, very easily younger until we start getting conditioned. Once we start getting conditioned to be in this world, some of us go into full-fledged denial of otherworldly things. Some of us suppress it. I always say it's like your intuition is like a dull pencil. The more that you sharpen it, it's going to get, that point is going to get more precise. And that's all I do. That's what I do. It's because I use I use that part of myself so much now that I don't have to seek out information. I don't always have to use tarot cards. They're just a tool, and that's something else that I want to teach people is that, because I'll see some people on here, some readers will be like, and somebody always says this card means this and they don't know tarot and da, 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 da. Well, that's the thing. It's like they have, like, for instance, Two of Cups, relationships, right? Sure. But like I said, it can mean a lot of other things connected to another person spiritually. The card is going to give you a sign and an indication from your communication to your source of what this may be. But this can come out 3 times in a row and mean something different. It's all about what you are hearing and what you are sensing and what you are connecting to. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So to tell somebody that because they read a card one way and somebody else read a different way that they're wrong, I don't believe in that. I believe that we are all psychic, we are all intuitive, and we can all pick up on different things at a different time. We just have to know how to tap into it. I'm very open-minded in that sense, and I kind of shy away from people who tell people, well, you're wrong if you do this way, because I feel like that is coming from ego. I don't know. I've been seeing readers do that a lot where they're telling people, doing like little shorts and stuff of saying like, well, if you say this card means this, you don't know what you're talking about, and stay away from those readers and whatever. You understand? Like, whatever your intuition is interpret from your interpretation. Is another thing. Like when people say the tarot doesn't predict death. Well, I don't believe that a card just says that you are going to, something like that is going to happen. But if you're reading energy, you understand, energy is everything. And you see, you feel, or you read that energy, then it says something of that nature. Then yeah, right. It's not necessarily the card. Every time the death card comes out, somebody's going to die. No, the death card doesn't mean death. It means transformation. But what is death? Transformation. You understand? So I don't know. When people start to tell people certain things, I think that kind of rule was set in stone to not fear people. Make people afraid. I think you just need to know that energy is real. Energy is real. We are all energy. We are all connected. We are all one. When you feel something, don't deny it. When your gut tells you something, don't deny it. That is your God-given gift, right? Don't deny it. And I think that's the first way. That is the first way that you start sharpening that tool that we call intuition. It's not a gift. It's a gift in itself, that we are gifts. And to be here and exist on this earth in this time, space, reality is a gift. But a gift as in, I have something that you can't have, is not true. That's just not true. We are all intuitive. We are all intuitive. We call it anxiety. We call it butterflies in our stomach. We call it knots in our stomach. We call it a lot of different things. Sometimes we call it fear. Fear is intuition sometimes as well. Now, there is conditioned fear, but sometimes we do get those little pricklies on the back of our neck where something is trying to tell us something, but what are we so conditioned to do? To deny it. So that's kind of what I want to start gauging towards, and teaching people how to trust themselves. It's cool to come to me for confirmation, but I want you to be able to use that discernment. Use that discernment. And the first way to do that, though, is you have to get out of denial. I do so many readings for people where I tell them, hey, this is going to happen. And they're still in denial. Then how can we help you? You understand? How can we help you? How can you help yourself? How can you prepare for something? If you wanted preparation and you got preparation for a breakup and something this is going to happen, and the breakup happens and you're shocked. I don't know. I just feel like right now we're in such a space where we have to tap into our own abilities. So not only that we can help ourselves, but we can also help each other. That is another thing that this new moon in Aquarius is right now, is Aquarian energy is also very focused on community. We see what's happening in the world right now. And I feel like we'd just be much better off making sure that our communities and our people and we're helping each other, because if we're relying on anything else, other sources or anything else to help us, it's going to start looking real scary. And it already has. So anyways, I just want to get out here and chit chat and talk. I just wanted to get out here and talk. How's everybody doing today? I'm about to do the new moon and Aquarius reading. And what I was about to read, I'm going to leave it for that to read it. Isn't it the beauty of reading intuitively? It captures the diversity of the life. It really does. It really does. It really does. It does. All right. I would love to grow that gift. How do I sign up? Well, you subscribed. So that's pretty much it. You've subscribed. There's no fee. Aries should keep going. They should. Feeling great. Thank you. Good. I'm feeling good too. The energy is going to be it is very Piscean right now, but very Neptunian here in the next month or so, starting from February 1st to March, the end of March. What does that mean? Especially with people who have a lot of Pisces placements. My placement of Pisces is in the 10th house which is my MC, which is based off of my career. And look at me being a tarot reader, right in alignment. I'm very intuitive, mixed with my Cancer rising and my Mars in Cancer. So anyways, very Piscean energy. What does that mean? Otherworldly. Okay. Very powerful time to manifest. I'm a believer you can manifest at any time, but very tuned in, tapped in type of energy. You want to stay in a high vibrating type of energy, listening to good music, high vibrational music, watching your bad habits, because Piscean energy could be addictive. It could be addiction as well. On that other side, I'm gonna do them live. I'm gonna do the 1 to 2 readings. Like maybe I just might pop on and do that. But I'm finishing up my personal readings today and tomorrow. And so after I take a little break over the weekend, well, not really break, I have a funeral to go to on Friday and Saturday. But then after that, we'll probably get into that. But I won't be doing like full on personal readings for a little while. I've had to do a lot of self-coaching to get through my morning, but the sun is shining now and I'm finally waking up. Yeah. It's beautiful, amazing. I know today will be great. I'm calling all things good. Absolutely. Love that. I got jazz playing downstairs right now. Reach for better feeling thoughts, Joe, if you're feeling down the dumps. Oh, the ghost experience. Oh my goodness. Yes. Was I living here? I think I was living here when this happened. This was like when I first moved in here. Me and my son it was late night. I had the munchies. It wasn't too late because Five Guys was still open and that's where I wanted to go, to Five Guys. And it was the thickest clouds I have ever seen at night. Like when the clouds are just on the ground, the fog, it was so thick. And I was coming home from, inner city or whatever. Those of you know New Orleans, I was on Franklin. I was driving on Franklin, potholes, little, not the best. But when I tell you that I shouldn't have been driving, the fog was so thick, I couldn't see a car in front of me. So I was just going very, very slow. As I was going through the fog, all of a sudden I saw a person come out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to hit this person. And I just drove right straight through. And then I was just like, well, the first thing I said was, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And my son was like, what? And I was like, I just saw somebody, but I was like, maybe they just moved out the way real quick. And I just had the chills up my, and I was like, and as I got home, I was like, no, that happened. It was just so quick. I don't know what I saw. It was just a person. I've heard my friend, one of my friends from the gym, she told me that her and her husband stayed. I have to get her to tell a story. They had a wedding to go to and they stayed in a mansion on Esplanade. And whoever they were staying in, I think it was like an Airbnb or something, they told them that there was a door upstairs to the attic and they said not to go through that door. And of course, what they do, they went through that door. But she said that night when her and her husband were asleep, she literally, and I've felt this before too, she felt something pushing down on her chest, kind of like, what do they call it? Like the sleep paralysis. But when she opened her eyes, there was like a dark woman pressing down on her chest. And she said they hauled ass out of that bed and breakfast the next day. And I told her, I said, if a door in New Orleans says don't go through it, don't go through it. Like, don't go through it. You don't know what you're going to find in this city. Like, do not go through it. I remember one time when I first moved down here, this is years ago, 13 years ago, 12 years ago, when I moved back here, we were staying, the irony, staying somewhere, it's called the Haunted Hotel. Literally, I woke up with scratches on my back one night. And if it wasn't for my friend Like, I was in one bed, she was in another bed. Seeing that ain't went nowhere. I was like, we got to get the hell out of here. We got to get the hell, like, I was like, what is this? I was putting on my bra and I could feel it. And she turned around and she was like, you got scratch marks on your back. And I was like, oh, and it was not from sex. Like, it was not from sex. Absolutely. I'm just channel with my crazy work schedule. Some unforeseen events in my family being able to catch live. Yay. Yeah, I'm so happy that you guys rock with me. You know, I love it. Love this community. Love to get on here to be able to talk and share experiences. I know I've seen a comment the other day which really had me tickled. I guess somebody was saying something about like I could edit out when I have like different interruptions and stuff. Like I should edit out because it would be more professional. And I'm just like, but I didn't see that comment until like 10 people had responded to that person. And y'all pretty much held it down in the comment section. But I'm like, professional. I come in here with my hair. Like y'all see my hair in a scarf until I get my hair done. You know, the scarf is not coming off my head. You know what I'm saying? Like this channel was never supposed to be professional. It's not one of those uniformed channels. So I mean, I don't know what to say. I can't be anything that I'm not. I can't. People always have opinion that really matters. It really doesn't. I have an Aries sun, Virgo moon, Cancer rising, and both of my 4th and 5th houses are in Pisces. Very intuitive, very intuitive. Virgo moons are very intuitive. It's a different type of intuition. It's very analytical, precise, but that mix, that Virgo moon with that Cancer rising, and then Aries sun. Aries are pretty intuitive people as well, just because we're ruled by the head. Very intense. Oh, cornerstone builder. My thing is not recording. That's one thing you just reminded me I have to go do right now. And what do you call it? The ring cam. What do you call it? There's like a subscription. Mine is maxed out because I didn't change the credit card, so I can't even go back. But you're just reminding me to do that right now. And it wasn't a ghost. That wasn't a ghost. That was my neighbor. That was my Fashion Nova package that they delivered to her house. But I guess because my battery was running out, she kept fading in and out of the camera. So I went to go knock on her door to see what she wanted. And she was like, oh, that's your package I set on your rocking chair. And I was like, oh, okay. Tell them go find their community. That's what I said. But what exactly does a professional tarot reader look like and act like? I don't know. You know, and it's interesting because some people will kind of have like this aesthetic, you know what I mean? I don't even want to go into that, but you understand what I mean. Some people will have like the aesthetic, and that's totally fine. But I'm a weightlifting girly girl. I don't even know if that even mixes, right? I don't know, but that's just who I am, and I'm gonna be who I am, right? That's it. Sometimes, I mean, if there's an aesthetic, there's an aesthetic, but you know, I'm not Miss Cleo. I just have my hair wrapped because my hair appointment is tomorrow. Who would say something like that? They must have been new. Appreciating your true form. Yeah. I mean, I have a little ADHD too. I think you guys know that by now. So it's really hard for me. That's why I don't do readings live. I do pre-recorded, and as soon as I pre-record it, I upload it. So that's how you see my readings. As soon as I pre-record it, it's uploaded right after. And that's the live, and it just gives you the live chat. But I do mini readings, but when I have to do a longer reading, I don't do it live because I will get distracted by this. I don't like that. When I'm channeling, I have to just be in a flow state. This is why I put music on in the background so I could just flow and just hear what I'm hearing up here and not be distracted by movement of a chat. So yeah, you did tell me about did tell me about having to defend what I know, and then it speaks for itself. Yeah. Hello, Allie. Hello. So I'm gonna get going because I do have readings to do today. I am going to do the new moon in Aquarius reading, and then also the person on your mind. I will do that this evening as well. is thick like that in San Antonio today. You cannot see 20 feet in front. I think that is so spooky. I think that is so spooky. I really want to get a group together to go to the different, because we have a lot of haunted mansions and things like that here. I really want to get a group together and go to that. There's a haunted plantation here. It's called the Myrtles. It's a little, I think it's south of here. And like you can spend the night there. I don't know if I'm gonna spend the night, but that would be cool if I could get a group together to do that. And there's been like if you go to their page, like if you Google, there's like hundreds of reviews from there and people posting pictures of people that they see in the mirror. So it's supposed to be an extremely haunted plantation here. I really want to take a trip there with a group of people. I do too. We have this is me. One time, me and my son, it was just middle of this, like it was the summer and we were bored. We were like, let's just sign up for a tour, like as tourists. And we did a vampire and ghost tour. Best tour ever. Best tour ever. Oh my gosh. So if you guys ever come here and you think like it's lame to do those tours, don't do those tours. It's so informative because I pass by so many buildings every day that obviously have some sort of story to them, but to actually walk around and get all those stories of these buildings, it was so cool. It was so cool. So the vampire and ghost tour, definitely do that. We have a whole community of vampires. We have a community of witches, hoodoo, voodoo, things like that down here. But that was really cool to see. All right, so let me get going. So I gotta go cleanse up and stuff for the reading that I have coming up. And you guys take care. Stay prayed up. Stay blessed. All right. Bye.